Hi, you guys. Oh my God, I can't even believe that reading that I just did. I mean, I can believe it. I thought the readings earlier, or was it just last night, the night before, about Rostelecom and the hacking related to Governor Whitmer. So it looks like the attack we're dealing with, we've got a pandemic happening to us. We're getting hacked by Rostelecom. And this pandemic, I'm thinking we need to call it Bio, WARFARE. The reading that I just did, you cannot watch this video unless you watch the one right before this, because it's so earth-shattering as to what's going on. This will not make sense. And then somebody's going to ask me to explain it to them and give them the cliff notes. Go watch the other one, or rewatch this one, because it all goes together. Now, this was the third quarter moon. The only hints I've left about this third quarter moon, because I've been busy doing other stuff, is that it was really hard for Donald. And now I need to talk about this third quarter moon because, as you all know, I follow eclipses. The reason that we usually have, on average, 4 eclipses a year, maybe 6. I think this year we might have 7. Yeah, crazy. Eclipses, they reset or they force us to move forward in our lives where we resist moving forward. They force us to make changes that ordinarily we won't. And the tension that is activated in the Earth's crust, depending where the sun and the moon cross over, usually that's when we get our big earthquakes. Our big weather activity is when the sun or Mars will like roll over those magnetic paths. Okay? So this quarter moon that we had on April 14th was at 25 degrees Capricorn. It's a quarter moon, so it's in square. The moon down here is in square to the sun by 90 degrees. It's a square. The quarter moons are crisis points because they force things to change. This was not an eclipse. However, the sun at 25 degrees Aries was an exact square to 2 things. I call it the can opener eclipse that happened on July 16th, 2019. I called it the can opener because that was at 24 degrees Cancer Capricorn. And because the 24 degree mark was so important, because at that eclipse, when you looked at the 23rd, 24th, and 25th degree, the 24th degree was very snug right in between Donald's money, 23 degrees Cancer, and his Saturn obstacles. The thing that protects his money, that never lets people peek into its history, look behind it. It's like that Saturn is a block. But we had this major eclipse that happened at 24 degrees, which has held that door open so that we can see his money and what he's going into, what he's doing. And it's been a struggle to see his money and his scheming. Well, this sun squaring that point. And the thing that's been holding this window open and this door open since is the planet Pluto has been sitting at 24 degrees Capricorn opposite this can opener. I call it a can opener because it's like everything's been sealed off. Then you have to get a can opener to open it up to peek what's inside. Pluto's been holding that door open for the last several months. It finally moved. It's moving to 25 degrees. So now it's exactly opposite Donald's Saturn. So I knew this week was going to be really, really big. Well, so that triggered that eclipse last summer. On July 2nd, 2019, we had a new moon solar eclipse. Now, you have to look for the news that is happening around eclipses because then they will be reactivated. The video I did just before this one about a Canadian scientist, she was escorted out of the lab in the level 4 security lab in Winnipeg, I think, Canada, last year on July 5th, 3 days after the eclipse. So her being escorted out of that lab definitely was related to that eclipse. The video that I just did cited an article about her being escorted out on that July 5th, but it was published in October 19th. When the sun was in square to that eclipse, it was like it jogged everyone's memories. Hey, what is she doing? Well, today, we're in this territory of eclipse click points from that degree point of 24, 25 degrees. So it's no accident that I ran across an article that has to do with the pandemic we're dealing with right now, when I'm just asking for certain information to follow up on, and it turns out the woman that they let go from this lab because she was born in China, her and her husband and her students would go to China twice a year for 2 weeks at a time. They've done it for the last 2 years, and they would go to the Wuhan biological, whatever it is, where they studied the pathogen of this coronavirus. And so the reading that I just did was about her, and how it relates to this third quarter moon in the United States and what's happening with our courts. It's very eye-opening. So now here, keeping that in mind, this was the third quarter moon. I decided to do the Taroscope for two things. For the Canadian scientist, you see here, I have like this green that's listed here. Well, the Canadian scientist, I put her in here. She's on the bottom. Does that make her the denominator? If we're looking at fractions. So she is the one on the bottom, okay, for her Taroscope for this third quarter moon. Then I added, because I saw another article today about COVID-19 and how it's mutating so quickly. I didn't even want to read it. I just knew it was mutating very quickly. So I added COVID-19 mutating to the Taroscope. So in each area now we have the top is COVID-19 mutating. Bottom is that scientist. Now, if you notice here, I have the words no, I have the words yes. This deck, my decks, I have started adding the yes, the two extra cards they give you in the deck that just kind of describes the deck and the creator and just gives the credit where the credit's due. Well, I decided a couple months ago to start keeping those cards in my deck as a no card and then as a yes card. Well, for some reason, this particular Taroscope and all my check-ins were showing the no and the yes. I couldn't figure out why. Well, I did the COVID mutations Taroscope, yes and no, all over the place. There's a lot of people that have things in common with COVID mutations and Canadian scientists. If you merely look at the pink boxes, these names that have the pink boxes, even to Ginny Thomas and Justice Thomas, I think Breyer is an accident. And the Deputy FSB guide, the reading that I did 2 readings ago, or was it just the one that I just did? Truncheons falling out of windows. The green and the pink. The pink is the COVID mutation, how that works. And if you've got a square, you're a perfect exact match to COVID, the tarot card that it was drawn for. Look at this. Love and Rudy. Perfect match. And the pink dots mean that you had the card of COVID mutations, but in a different position. The green is for the scientist. A green box means an exact match. KJU, Maduro, Esper, FSB, the Deputy FSB that fell out the window. Perfect match. Green dots mean they matched it, but in a different area. It was just too hard to go through all of these. And I will tell you, I was like, why? As I was going through the Taroscope, I was like, why are none of my cards matching the Taroscope cards for the reading? Because usually when I get really excited to do these updates, because I'm like, ooh, look at this person match this. Nobody was matching up with anything. Oh, that's a different date. Until I looked at this Canadian scientist and these COVID mutations, and now everybody is matching up. That's the link to the chart. Speaker Pelosi seems to know about the scientist. She and the FBI, I had them lined up together. The FBI, Ray knows about Esper, Eric's caught. SDNY knows. Mnuchin is caught. I'm telling you, our intel is all over these guys. It just feels like it's rapidly picked up pace in the past week and a half, 2 weeks, and look who else is caught up. DeVos is caught up with the mutating COVID-19. Governor Whitman, that's why she was attacked, because of this virus. FSB, that is old school Russian KGB. Look at Josh, Kushner, Eric. Here's the scientist. If you look at all these green and pink dots, too much is happening. So what I decided to do, we're going to do the Taroscope for 2. We're going to add 2 more, possibly 3. I want to do a Taroscope for Donald refusing testing. I think the reason why he's refusing to do testing is because when they do the testing, they can look at the genome and go back like 7 generations of mutations. And this is a rapidly mutating virus. He's refusing it, lying about the testing, but he essentially refusing testing. The GOP, now we know what that op was. It was coming out of China that I was like, we've got an op, something's going on, they're exchanging money. Looked like Ras Al Khan, maybe Ras Al Khan was, it's all related. The Republican Party wants things to open up. And I feel like the reason why they want everything to open up is because they realize they can probably get nailed on the genome, things can trace back, and they'll somehow get nabbed. So it's easier to just have everyone open everything up so that nothing is traceable. That's just my opinion. And I sense that there's going to be a match there. I really think that this is where we are. And so that would be the 3rd Taroscope. So we're going to do Donald refusing to test, the GOP demanding to open things up, and biowarfare. Okay? So, Donald is refusing to doing testing. Donald, why do you refuse to do testing? Why do you refuse to do testing? You have everyone behind you. It's just Such a sloppy administration, no one can get anything correct. Over a month ago, Pence said we'd have 4 million tests. We're getting worse. They're doing less testing. Things are going backwards and regressing. Donald, why do you refuse doing testing? We have the Empress in the first house, the world. Oh, the nostalgia card. He doesn't want to do it because it represents something of the past. These are his debts that are owed to Putin. So I'm wondering if it's traceable back to him. Astrology says to go to the 10th house. Oh yeah, there's 10th house world. So what's this here? We have the Fool, Magic, 7 Pentacles. Why do you refuse to do testing, Donald? Because it's action that you have to take. This is also an FBI card. This astrology says look to the 3rd house of messages. Why he doesn't want to do testing. Russian strength. Doesn't want to do testing. If we look at the 2nd house of income gains, values, he doesn't want to do testing because of judgments. His secret, the secret why he doesn't want to do testing is the Ace of Wands, action that is taken, he doesn't want to start it. He just doesn't want to start it because his hidden enemy is, they'll find that this traces back to the Trump campaign, just like the scientists did. 11th house, hopes, wishes, friends. There's the death card. 12th house, escape. What's your card here, Donald? The Knight of Pentacles. The offers that were made. Remember who offered over 1 million tests to the USA and the Trump administration declined them? We get to the 9th house, Putin's house, lands far away. What belongs here? Why you won't test, Donald? Putin doesn't want there to be testing. This could also be Xi Jinping. It could be MBS. The 8th house of shared resources. Why he doesn't want testing is he can't manipulate it. They're manipulating everything. Remember, Dr. Brick said that they're missing over 50% of their coronavirus testing. I did a reading on that. It says that it's going to data. It's going to Peter Thiel. It's going over to Russia. And they're all hoarding the coronavirus data. They don't want it out. 7th house. This is we the people. It's also partnership. No testing. Why don't you want testing, Donald? No. I don't know what that no means. Oh my gosh. COVID-19 mutations picked the no card here. No, he's a match with mutations. He does not want the mutations matched. Because it's a nightmare. It's a total nightmare. 6th house of public servants. Donald, why don't you want COVID-19 tested? Because it's an assault. This is an assault on us. You don't need to know our history. 5th house of the sun, Donald. Because he's the indicted fool. You do that testing, he's going to jail. You're going to jail anyway, mofo. And at the base of this, we have the Ace of Pentacles here. Why don't you want the testing done? Because of Trump, Russia on the ascendant. Elaine Chao, comfort, security. The star. Office of the President of the United States, Rostelecom, Russia. Also, I believe the coronavirus is also the star because it's a huge moneymaker for them. I did a reading. One of my first readings was about the vaccine that they were already developing back in January. So this is Donald, why he won't test. I want to know why the Republican Party... See, I did get a deck with a no card. We need to know why the Republican Party. This is my pretty deck. I usually reserve it for Speaker Pelosi. But we want to know. In Divine Feminine, we all want to know, why is the Republican Party so adamant about reopening the economy, and then you have that South Dakota governor who's just like, no, we're fine. We're fine here, just like DeSantis. What the heck? What the heck is going on? Why do you guys want so desperately to reopen the economy? Republican Party. The Empress is there. Why do you want to open it up so quickly? Nine of Swords. Because they're all about creating a nightmare. They're very anxious. What's your secret, Republican Party? The Queen of Cups is usually the United States of America. It's your hidden enemy. The Page of Pentacles. That is interesting. The Page of Pentacles. So, your secret and hidden enemy, the astrology says, look to your 4th house roots where the Ace of Pentacles is. Why do you want to open up the economy so badly? Because of the Knight of Wands. They have to take action for the Empress. Hopes, wishes. Hopes, wishes. Friends. Republican Party. The Lovers. They have an agreement. They have to do this. The Tarot says, look to the card of death. Dead people. Terrible. What's crowning you, Republican Party? King of Pentacles, Donald, candidate. The 9th house, Putin's house. Why? Must you open it so quickly? The 9 of Cups, because of the Trump campaign. The 8th house, shared resources. Why must you do this? The 2 of Wands, because that's the plan. The plans are falling apart. Things are starting to fall apart. We the people, your partnerships, why must you? Because they're having secret talks about this. They're trying to make decisions, and the best decision is get back to work. Let's open up the country. 6th house, public servants. The High Priestess. The High Priestess has come and occupied our public servants. Russia is there. The secrets are there. Let's get back to work so nobody will look at us. Lunar eclipse. 5th house of the sun. Republican Party. Why must you open so quickly? Because of the Empress. Trump Russia. Trump Russia. We rule the world. We already did that. 3rd house of communications. Republican Party. Why must you open? You're so desperate to open it because the 4 of Pentacles. Hanging on to what you got. There is a... The COVID mutations has the 4 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. COVID mutations. That is the hidden enemy of the Republican Party. That's why they want to open it up so quickly. The Page of Pentacles is their hidden enemy. How it mutates. They got to cut. This is like covering up the crime scene, in my opinion. 2nd house of income gains. Values. We got to open it up because temperance. Temperance. We just got to blend the evidence, blend the bodies. Plausible deniability. We didn't do anything. Let's just rev everybody up. Get me back to work because I got to work. Maybe that's why they're out of money through the SBA. People will complain to get back to work. Horrific. They set this crap up all the time. Temperance, that is related to the Canadian scientist spy. And on the ascendant, the card of the reading, we have for them the 5 of Swords. They're all mafioso, 7 of Wands. They have to fight off the world. They're in big trouble. Okay, the last deck we're going to use is for biowarfare. If we were to have biowarfare, what would it look like? What would it look like? If there's a biowarfare here, what's going on? Biowarfare? Who are you? Biowarfare? Biowarfare. 1st house of identity. We have the Empress here. Biowarfare. Who are you in the United States this week? Oh my God. It's that's what explains this. I've been getting the Chariot card everywhere. Biowarfare is on the move everywhere throughout the United States. It is. It's spreading. What's your secret, biowarfare? The action that it takes going everywhere. What's your hidden enemy, biowarfare? Are the agencies, are the hospitals, are the scientists trying to figure out how to solve this problem? We've got the poverty card because we're losing people, but our scientists, our hospitals, our warm places are looking for solutions to fight you. They don't want this is biowarfare's secret enemies: research and care. Hope wishes friends, science, or biowarfare. Hopes to attack the United States of America. What's crowning you, biowarfare in the United States? There you go, Donald. At the behest of Putin. 9th house. Lands far away, biowarfare, you are. So much of you. There you have unlimited potential and power. 8th house of shared resources, biowarfare. What are you sharing? The Republican freaking Party. That's your shared resource. Biowarfare includes the Republican Party. 7th house, we the people, partnerships. Biowarfare's partnership is the coronavirus against we the people. Is this for entertainment purposes only? Kind of, yeah. 6th house, public servants. Biowarfare USA. 6th house of investigations, public servants, day-to-day, death. We're killing investigations, and we're going to kill all of you guys. 5th house of the sun, biowarfare. Ooh. Okay, so this deck is a centennial deck. I get extra cards in here. These are just kind of cards that once in a while show up that, oh my God, biowarfare. I see coffins here, and I just see a bunch of white people here. I've been calling since before this happened, before Donald was inaugurated and sworn in. I said he's going to have an economic genocide. This is what these guys want, and they're going to go loot Fort Knox. 5th house of the sun, the President of the United States. Biowarfare to him means white people comfortably living on the mountainside. And this is the MAGA. This is disgusting. I need another card. Go back to old times. Make America great. Yeah, that's what this is. Goes hand in hand with the DeVosses, with the Kochs. All of them, they're libertarian garbage, no rules. They don't. There's so many people here, they don't want us. They've written plenty about it. That's what we're living, in my opinion. 4th house of home, defenses. Biowarfare, USA defenses, security. This is what we do. We're just going to keep doing this, keep doing this. We're going to keep feeding the propaganda because we got a job to do here, biowarfare says. 3rd house, communications, messages, biowarfare. We're going worldwide. We're taking over the world. Consummation. 2nd house, income gains, values. Biowarfare, what's your value here in the United States? To separate people from one another, divide and conquer. The ascendant, biowarfare, is working exceptionally fast because Donald is in trouble. He's got 10 swords in his back, and this is how he's protecting himself. And it's an assault. This is freaking biowarfare. I've been feeling tonight since I've like made these connections, and I'm sorry if your head's exploding. And I will tell you from what I can see with FBI, Nancy, I think they all know. And several weeks ago, I had posted a video with the translation of Emmanuel Macron's speech to his country. And in that speech, he said, this is a war. We're fighting a war. Justin Trudeau also said to Canada, this is a war. That's where those words began. I'm wondering if they know that this is biowarfare. I'm going to get another deck. Emmanuel Macron, do you know that this is biowarfare? Do you know that they're doing biowarfare? And I'm thinking that because we're all so compromised, we can't work together like our allies want to take, well, they're probably going to step up wanting to solve this, but did you call it a war because it's biowarfare? I'm just getting yes, like yes, we, whatever he speaks French. Yes, you've read between the lines is what yes, we are. It's because it is a biowarfare that's been committed on all of us. And when I think about Justin Trudeau, he's kind of quietly nodding his head with them, and more of our allies. They're being very quiet, subdued. They don't want anyone. Okay. Six Wands Mob. It's by the Six Wands Mob. Trump, Putin, Nunji, Netanyahu, MBS, MBZ. Is this warfare? Macron. The basis of this is the magician. Manipulated. Manipulated so that it would look kind of like plausible deniability. It's just something that just happened, so that it blends in with everything else, and nobody will come out and say it, but it is. That's the magician. What's crowning this? Oh my God, biowarfare. Macron says it is the King of Pentacles. Candidate Donald is behind this. Because in the past, what happened, it just happened so quickly, leading to action, a new plan. What's your challenge, Macron? Getting a plan and developing a plan and bringing it to fruition, because we're tied up. Macron is covered in an agreement. He has an agreement going with I think there's a quiet agreement with allies. How do we see you, Macron? Seven of Cups, I'll never tell. You're not supposed to know that. The environment is one of heartbreak. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're all the shutters are closing, doors are closing, windows are closing. Get out. Okay, I'm not going any further. I'm not supposed to know this. I've said enough. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, you guys. I don't even know if I should post this. We know as much as we need to know. That's okay. It's okay. People are going to have to get used to this idea. It's a big change. That's why there's such a big, huge... so much propaganda. Betsy DeVos is done. The coronavirus just skipped out. Tarot, what do you want us to know? Stay home, stay safe. All that. Support your local governments. Support your food banks. Knight of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. This is being looked into. At the essence of it, I don't even know. I just feel like there's so much information there for me to ask, and it's going to take me hours to do. I need to stop here. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Your only job is to take care of you. Stay at home. Stay safe. Save lives. Help your food banks. Okay. Love you guys. Have a good day.